get going. Well, welcome everyone. This is Donna McDonald, and Becky Ishii and myself are so excited to be wrapping up our May Magic Makers group. We hope that you've really enjoyed the experience as much as we have. And you know what, I'm sure that you learned a lot, you've implemented a lot, but we still have time if you haven't achieved everything that you set out to do for May. So first of all, we're going to just kind of recap where we're at. And I would love for each of you to share an accomplishment that you are so proud of from this last month. So I'm going to go around the room and call on you, so you'll be prepared. We want you to share one accomplishment that you're really proud of. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with Joanne. So Joanne, go ahead and share an accomplishment that you were proud of.
Hi. Well, I started a new job 2 weeks ago, a full-time job. I had not been working full-time when I started my business. And so while I have not made as much progress in the recruiting avenue, I have done a great deal of work in getting bookings and have been really working my contact list. And I've been getting bookings through May and booking into June now. So I am very proud of that.
Excellent. And Joanne, so where are you now with your team building? How many team members do we have?
I have 0 team members.
Okay, but you set the groundwork right now for having an awesome June, and that's what we'll talk about at the end. Is how are we going to maximize? We're going to talk about how we're going to maximize these last few days, but also what we can do to get the momentum, to keep the momentum going. So great, good job, Joanne. And you know what? We're all doing so many things, full-time jobs, kids, families, all those activities. So you're also learning how to balance, and that's part of it.
Exactly.
Oh, good for you. Okay. All right, Brenda.
Actually, I'm extremely proud that I'm going to make my 1,500. It has been a struggle this month, but I have we've worked hard, and I did get several bookings. I threw in a mystery party, and that popped me over that, and then we got 4 bookings off that. So
okay, wonderful. And Brenda, where are you with your team building?
Struggling. So I don't have anybody yet, but a couple of potentials that are still hemming and hawing. So we'll see.
Okay.
Let's say starting. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say starting instead of struggling. Yes.
Right.
Oh, I'm starting. There you go. I'm starting.
Right. Remember, this was our launch. This is where we are building. This is the foundation. Yes. So,
yep.
Thank you, Brenda.
I'm better at starting the conversation, so that's a plus.
Yes, and that's a big hurdle. Yeah. If you tend to be a shy person and you just kind of are like, you just actually freeze. If you've gotten better at talking about it, that's that is a very big accomplishment. So congratulate yourself. So 1,500 and stepping out of your comfort zone. High fives on that one.
All right.
All right, Miss Shirley.
Well, I'm doing a fundraising party right now. I'm kind of getting started this month. And I have a lot of new people on this party that I've ever had, a lot of new contacts. And so I'm venturing out further than my little small group. And I have a possible fundraiser party coming up and a possible booking for that out of this party. And also there are 2 guests that I'm trying to get my words together to plant a seed on coming to the business.
Okay, wonderful. All right. And Shirley, team members?
I have 0.
Okay, all right. So good thing, getting you're changing your thought process. Besides just thinking about bookings, you're also thinking about, okay, what am I going to say next to invite this person to business? So you've had a mind shift, and that's that's really a good path to follow. So good. All right, Miss Emily.
Well, I officially have 5 people under me. Before the month of May, I only had 1, so I was able to bring in 4 new people this month. And now it's just a matter of each of them submitting 150 by the end of the week, and they all have virtual parties running, so fingers crossed. And they all plan to submit Friday, so I'm just kind of hoping that fingers crossed that it happens.
Okay.
That's so awesome.
Excellent. Excellent. So your 5,000's good, Emily?
Yes, I'm already over that, so it's just the 150 from each of them.
Awesome. Congratulations. Let's give her a big round of applause, Emily.
Thank you.
Great job. Very
Wait, I gotta get here, Emily. We've got a pair of ears waiting for you.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, those are cute.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Clapping, and that's wonderful. Wonderful. We gotta get our, hold on, let me get my Mickey ears out.
What's wrong with
Thank you.
Good job. All right, so let's go over to Stephanie. Stephanie, share with us, how are things going? What of your proudest moments this last month? What have you accomplished?
Well, I hosted my own virtual party and drew in some guests that I hadn't previously. I booked 2 parties off of that, which will start later this week. And my host that I'm working on for a live cooking party, we are in the conversation. I had invited her to PC Your Way last week, but I'm not quite sure if she's gotten in there yet. But we had another conversation, and so her and her husband are both on the we're conversating.
Okay, so you've got them on a group message?
Yes.
Good. Wonderful. Good job, Stephanie. Good job. All right, Miss Debbie.
Oh, great. Hi. I have my clappers too. Great job, everyone. What am I most proud of this month is my growth. And we have 17 new consultants on our team, which is very exciting.
Yay.
Yeah.
And we have $66,000 in sales, which is very exciting because our goal this month was to beat last month, which is our highest month of my career, was $65,000 last month.
Wow.
And so far this month. So I am very happy with my efforts, and I'm focusing on investing in people, and it really pays off.
Good. So Debbie, who do you have within this group?
In this director group?
Yeah.
I have Paula, who's not on, and Kelly, who I don't know is on. I haven't looked at the whole thing. Kelly Washburn.
But Kelly has 3 new consultants.
Yay.
Yes.
Good.
Then I have, let me check my list here because I have so many new people I can't even keep track of them, even though these people aren't new.
So Debbie, let me ask you while you're looking at that, how many personal recruits did you add in May? 2. Okay, good. So you kind of, all of you, up and coming directors, you hear that, you have to keep that consistency of your personal business is always going to be your number 1 priority. So
Yes.
that you can, keep adding those team members and infuse yourself, because you want to be around new people. New people are always inspiring because they're so excited. So, so you don't ever want to stop with just your 5, which you've heard that message throughout. We want to keep going. So thanks, Debbie. That's great. That's awesome.
So my other person is Christina Tivnan, who's not on either.
Okay.
Yes, I am on.
Oh, you are? Hi, Christina. I didn't see.
That's okay, because I'm having a couple of technical problems, but I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay, great. So Christina, now that we know you're here, so share with us a proud moment for May.
A proud moment for May. I started to have a couple of conversations for recruits, and at least I'm having the conversations. Nobody has signed on yet, but it's exciting to at least be, growing that side of my business.
Okay. Wonderful. Good, good. Okay. Perfect. All right. Kay, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So share a proud moment for May.
I have signed on 2 new consultants. Yay! I just closed an $895 party, and one of my consultants just closed her first party, and my second consultant is having her launch party June the 9th, and I have 3 parties booked for the month of June thus far.
Okay. Awesome. Good job. Good job. That's wonderful. All right. Lisa. Lisa Harris. I don't know if we lost Lisa. Oh,
Yes, I'm here. There you go. Well, I signed my nail tech this month, so that's the first new consultant I've had in a long time. I have one more signing this week, and I actually posted Janae's post, kind of tweaked it, the one that said we have 4 days left, and I had one of my regular customers call me. And so she's shooting for the 31st. She's hoping her pay goes in that day so that she can do it. So awesome. That's pretty cool for me.
Good deal. Thank you, Lisa. That's wonderful. Good job. All right, so I think we have Deb, and then whoever's on iPhone number 2. So let's go over to Deb.
Again, or somebody else? A different Deb?
It's a different Deb.
Deb on the phone. Yeah,
She's
just on the phone.
Okay. And then while we're waiting on that, who is on, it says iPhone 2 on your phone? Jennifer. Okay. Hey, Jennifer, share with us.
Hi. I don't know if it's doing something where I can't get on the video, but so I signed 5 new consultants this month. As of today, we are $1,200 short, but they all have active parties. So, and I still have one to close out as well. So between Jamie and Amy and myself this morning, we're very hopeful that we're going to make it.
You definitely are going to make it, Jennifer. There is no doubt. And also, so you know, Jennifer is a fast track director. So
Nice.
Congratulations on that. There's no hoping, wishing.
Thank you.
You know, we're definitely there. So good job, Jennifer. That's wonderful. All right, Deb, can you hear us? So anyone that may have technical difficulties that you want to get on camera, if you go to the bottom of your screen and hover, there's a little camera there with a red line through it. If you click on that, it should bring you live to the screen. Okay, so if that's something you want to do, sometimes people hide. All right, so while we have that recap from everyone, we're going to just talk a little bit about, you know, what do you need to do? We still have how many days left in May, gang? Okay, so we still have a solid opportunity to keep that momentum going and use all of the things that you learned to bring on those team members, whether it's going to be your first team member or it's going to bring on your 4th or your 5th team member. We still have enough days left in this month that you can have people taking advantage, you know, of the Quick Cooker Kit. Okay, so I want to ask those, the Emily and Jennifer, why don't you share, since you've experienced this firsthand of fast growth, what, Emily, is one thing you would tell the team that you did for that fast-paced growth?
I just promoted the new consultant special more than I ever have. I have a personal Facebook page, and I think I, made a post about it at least 4 or 5 times this month. And then after each of my virtual parties, I really reached out to like those rock star people that were commenting and sent them a picture of the new consultant special and just said, hey, have you ever thought about this? I think you'd be really great at it. And I've never done that before. Typically, I always reach out and I just ask people if they want to host. But after, kind of this group and hearing the encouragement, I was like, I might as well just ask people if they want to sell it too. So just sending those messages, a lot of it was just copy and paste. But, I did get a few people that responded and said they would be interested. So it paid off.
So Emily, can I'm going to interview you for a moment here. So Emily, would you say that was your next step after doing the private messaging with them? Was it where you invited them to an opportunity event, or did you engage more one-on-one with those potentials?
I engaged more one-on-one. If they did seem interested and they said they wanted more info, then I just kind of took it at their pace and asked their questions. I also sent them the link to my personal website that said be a consultant, and I said, watch some of these videos and let me know if you have any thoughts or questions.
Mm-hmm. So Emily did something that is so important, and we know this throughout the business, and that's about building trust and building relationships. So if you haven't done that with your parties that you have held in the last, 6 weeks to 2 months, it's still time to do that. Maybe if it was 2 months ago, they just received their products. So do a reach out to first talk about the products they purchased, and then, you can talk about, joining the business. And so if, for example, if the quick cooker or there was products that they purchased that are in some of our kits that they didn't purchase, that is a great segue to say, one of the products that is fabulous that's in our kit is this. So, have you ever considered the business? So, well, good job, Emily. So this was all basically just one-on-one back and forth.
Yep, all of it. Mm-hmm.
Good job, Emily. Okay, Jennifer, let's talk to you about something that you changed in order to make this promotion happen this month.
So I did about the same like Emily did. Mine was all one-on-one, but I didn't really do anything through Messenger. All of it was verbal conversations back and forth with the phone, walking them through it. Some were on the fence and not so sure, so they didn't sign until this past week, which has made things a little bit more difficult, getting closer to the end of the month than making it happen. But just now really kind of coaching them through how this, and we have 4 of them in a mega party right now. So that was even different for me because that's something I had not done. Mm-hmm. So it's just been a big learning experience all the way around, considering my 30 days was just May the 24th.
Yeah. I mean, she did the first 30 days. Okay. That's awesome. Good. Okay. So let me ask for a raise of hands. How many here on this call you've done your own Hope Lodge fundraiser? Okay. Shirley, you get big kudos on that. Because you know what? Each and every one of you should, after you get off this phone, you should set up your own Help with Cancer virtual party fundraiser. It is a golden opportunity for you to reach out to your friends, families, past hosts, customers, and do something that is giving back. So when they see that you're aligned with a company that also gives back, it makes them think about being a consultant. Okay. The Hope Lodge is an open door for each and every one of you. I did a fundraiser over the weekend. I started a virtual party. I started it on Thursday, and right now, today, it's at $700. And that was to my friends, family, that I reached out to. And I also booked, but here's the key though. I booked 3 parties and 2 people coming to our virtual opportunity event that I would not have asked probably before. We always second guess our family and friends first. We're always like, oh, they're not going to be interested. So I really encourage you is to look at your contact list that we've been asking you to keep up with your contact list, make your contacts every day. How many people on that contact list can you say that you reached out to and offered the opportunity at least 3 times? Okay. You all have at least 3 check marks next to those names? Okay. So Becky, you have an opportunity event do you have an opportunity event this week?
We do. We have it actually tonight. So it starts at 8:30. Yep.
So you still could be getting a few people, you know, in that opportunity. Because remember, with an opportunity event, even if they're not in the event that night, they can always go back and look at the post. So don't think in your head, oh, the opportunity event's over. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't have a chance. Yes, you do. Because sometimes people prefer to look at those posts at their leisure rather than having all the interaction with it. So if you have not invited the people on your list, I really encourage you to do that, you know, within the next 24 hours, because we want to have as many people. It's the funnel. You want to keep filling that funnel, even if they aren't ready to join this month. You're getting them excited, you're getting them interested, and then they can possibly go on to next month. So next question I'm going to ask each of you, what else we need to do is, how many of you have sent a consultant connection email in this round? Okay, so Emily, did you see whose hand was raised? Emily, okay. So Deb, now somebody like Jennifer, only being in the business for a month, her customer list is not that large. But I don't care if you have 5 people in your customer list. Send out a customer connection email to those people. Let them know that there is still a chance to start your business now, this summer. People need income for vacations. They need income, you know, especially teachers. Think about how many teachers do you know? Have you invited your children's teachers to look at the business? Okay, so think of all the teachers that you know, that sending out a personal invitation to them to supplement their income this summer may be just what they're looking for. Okay, all right, Becky, I'm going to jump over to you. Anything you want to add on to that and carry us through?
Well, not onto that, but just to think forward, that now once you have what you need for this week, and if you still have some things you need to close out because you are promoting, Emily and Jennifer, if you know, for sure, you know, tend to those details. And then once you're past that, I want to encourage everyone to start looking at June, which starts on Saturday. So at the same time, for Jennifer and Emily as closing out this month, you also want to start looking at June. There's so many opportunities for you to be able to have you and your team, even if you are not Jennifer and Emily and promoting, you know, this Friday, but you're going to promote in June, you've got to start thinking that way, okay? So June has one of the best host specials of the year, the double the free at $650. So that's what you would want to be using and having your new consultants using to get their parties booked. However many you train to have every week together, you know, if it's a handful or if you're doing cooking parties, but basically to use that special to really book a full June every week of the month and not to miss, you know, not to miss a week. So that's super important, because when they do that, number 2, which is the second part of the sell-a-thon, is going to fall into place. So we want everybody to have as much as they can out of the sell-a-thon, and that's going to come from a consistent show schedule. And you want your team members to have those products because they fall in love with the products. I mean, that's even after 28 years, and I don't know, Donna, is it 28 or 29 for you? And Debbie, 20 what?
I'm 30. Yeah.
Oh, you're old. No, I'm kidding. We're good friends. I can say that. We're just teasing.
I'm 20.
And so even after all those years, you know, it's super important we fall in love with these products and love using them and sharing them. And that's what also keeps us excited. So it's important that team members get their hands on those. It really is. And we don't want them to have to pay for them. There's no reason for them to when they can earn them for free. So really use that sell-a-thon with your team members that are coming on. New consultants are going to be like quadruple dipping when you think about it. Their dollars are going to be giving them commission. Their dollars are going to be giving them their monthly bonus, their sign-on bonus. Their dollars are going to be giving them PC dollars that they also get to earn. And their dollars are going to be giving them new fall products. So you really want to make sure that these new consultants understand the importance of their quick start and full start also, not to waste any time there. So I also wanted to share, are there any questions on that? Any at all? Okay, let me go ahead and try to share my screen here real quick because I wanted to show you, I have something uploading there, sorry, but, and I've got things. Okay, so one of the things we wanted to talk about is recognition, and I do a lot of recognition. I do it in several different ways, so I wanted to be able to share that. So this is, for example, recognition that where people get to post on their own. This is in my personal team. And so it's just asking, they get to post. And people get excited because then they can cheer each other on rather than me just putting lists of people. So if you look at this, just for example, why is it not letting me scroll? And then there's all these comments. As soon as I close the shows this week, I've earned 1, working on 2, hoping for 3, got level 2, I've got level 1, earned 1, got 3. And so then I comment on all of these, okay? And they're excited. And so that's one way of recognition. And Brenda's smiling because she's on here, right? So it is recognition, and it doesn't have to be me announcing it. Another form of recognition is this. I was talking to someone today, and she said, we didn't know when you put those up, but we were just waiting for the stats to change over because we felt like we might both be in there. Well, actually, all 3 of their new team members were in here up top. So I said, yes, I usually change it after the 15th, but here I didn't know. Today she said, we were waiting with bated breath to see where we fell. So this is another way. This is in our team page, okay? Another way is like green by the 15th. Now, a lot of times I'll do that in a post where they get to post, but like this is our organization page, our team organization page. And these are our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen director teams that got to go green. So Emily, you'll have a pair of ears there this month. But then also when someone promotes, to be able to put a story about them into the team page, that kind of recognition, so that people can cheer for them. And then here are the green teams by the 15th. So there are some, I mix it up with what I announce and what I ask people to comment on. Okay, and I think that either one is good. I actually think a combination is good. I don't have just one way. And then this other way, so there's, self-recognizing, there's me doing it, and then I do a lot of one-on-one, like just talking to people, like, you can do this, how are your shows going, do you have some bookings, great job, who are you talking to, and having those conversations to help people realize that they can do this and that they do have the support that they need in a coach and a friend and that kind of thing. And so those are important too. The one thing that I'll tell you about that I haven't gotten good at, and maybe you can be, and that's okay, I wish I could say I was, is being able to post on other people's walls all the time. So I think I really only can do that right now with director promotions because I don't have a lot of office help. So when there's a director promotion, I think I could post those on their personal wall, so all their friends and things would see that. So that would be another way. Let me just look at my notes that I'm making sure I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Yep, so banners and recognition, I think I did. Okay. So just to try to keep your new consultants excited and moving, feeling like they have the support, feeling like what they're doing matters, because, we all work at our own place. It's not like we all get to jump into an office together and have a big powwow. So it's super important that you continue to let them know what they're doing well and to recognize them for those efforts. So, and it's fun. It's fun to do that. I love to do that.
Absolutely. So. It's one of the best parts because we don't get a lot of recognition typically in life. So when we can make people smile, you saw Brenda, as soon as Brenda saw her name, it's just such a small thing and how we can impact people in such a positive way. So take those opportunities as, future leaders, future directors. You're going to see at National Conference, how many of you are already registered for National Conference? If you have not registered, I don't care if, you just signed yesterday. One of the most exciting things and one of the most beneficial things you can do for yourself is to go to National Conference, because your business will blossom because of it, because you're going to learn from the best. You're going to be surrounded by positivity and people that all have the same common goal. They're all aligned to a fabulous company that we all love. So I really, really encourage you is to take that leap of faith and believe me that you will not be, unhappy that you made that decision. Your business will change. Your bookings will increase. Your sales average will increase. Your recruiting, your team building will be amazing. So do it. Do it for yourself. Okay. So anyone have any questions? Because we really do want you to take advantage of these last few days and continue to invite people. And, you always want to go for the elephant in the room, ask for the big thing first and then ask for the booking second. So, remember that, we always go like bookings and then go up. We want to ask for them to join our teams. And then if they say no, bookings, because our number one potentials are our hosts. So even if they say no to signing the first time, the second time, after they host, they probably will join your team. So, Stephanie, did you raise your hand? No? Okay. All right. Anyone questions? All right, Becky, anything else you have to say to wrap up?
Nope, just thanks for spending these 4 weeks with us. We hope this was super helpful for you to feel connected and to learn with us along the way. If you are not promoting this week, it's okay. I didn't fast track. I finally got the big picture when I went to conference. It really was life-changing for me to go. So I hope you will think about that. And of course, we'll be having June programs. So, just put on your bootstraps and let's get rolling right on Saturday, right into June. So,
exactly.
Right?
So, absolutely. And so we'd love for you to, on June 1st, everybody, first thing is go look at Consultants Corner so you can see, what the June promotion is and continue on. But we want to hear your successes across the next few days. Continue on. Remember, this is your tribe. That's what we said from the beginning. This is your support system. So continue to utilize those relationships that you've built here. So thank you, everyone. We feel very fortunate to have worked with you this last month. And much success to each and every one of you. And congratulations to Emily and Jennifer. And congratulations to Kay. You guys are awesome. You're doing great. And continue the positive attitude. That'll be the number one thing that you can do for your business is just be positive. All right?
Good job.
Thank you all so much.
All right.
Yeah, thank you all
Bye.
very, very much.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.